What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 2nd Street. It's Wednesday, August 14th, 2019, and you know what that means. It's Comic Book Wednesday, and welcome to my comic book pull list. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the 2nd Street Marvel today. Now, if this is your first time here, please make sure you're subscribed, click the little bell and all of that good stuff. I talk a lot about comics, movies, and even music on occasion. Now, in case you don't know what a comic book pull list is, there is a video right up here where you can go and check that out. And today, in case you don't know, every single Wednesday, new comic books are released at your local comic book shop, and you should get out and support them. Today, I'm here once again at my local comic book shop, Bases Cards and Comics, right here in Lancaster, California, going over the comic books that I am taking home for the week. Now, I'm going to be starting this one off with Gwenpool issue number 1. Now, I believe this is a limited series. I think there's only going to be 5, maybe 6 of these issues, and I'm probably not going to pull the whole series, but I'm buying this one more to review and, see if it's any good, because in case you guys haven't watched some of my other videos here, I have talked about Lee Williams in the past. She is the one who is writing this book, and you guys have probably seen, I'm not the biggest fan of her work, but again, I am doing this mostly to give a review and, just see how it is. Maybe one of these days I'll find a title that she writes that I like. So the next one I've got here is a big one. It's Powers of X issue number 2, written by Jonathan Hickman. Now, you guys know, in case you've been following here on the channel, or even you're aware of any of the comic books, this has been kind of a big deal. Jonathan Hickman has gone and started these new X-Men series where they're kind of not necessarily starting off from scratch, but kind of reintroducing the X-Men into the Marvel universe. And this is the second of the 2 issues that are out there. There's House of X and Powers of X. I'm actually part way through issue number 1 right now, so I'm a little bit behind, but all in all, it's actually been a pretty good series so far. Now, the next one I have here is Swordmaster issue number 2. I should have a review of issue number 1 dropping pretty soon. I'm a little bit behind. You guys know through July I was pretty busy, and I'm a little bit behind on some of my reading, but I really did enjoy Swordmaster issue number 1. I'm looking forward to reading this one most definitely. I was not disappointed in the first issue here. It did what a lot of great first issues do. The next one I have here is Lowkey issue number 2, and I've got to be honest with you guys, I'm behind on this one too. I didn't get to read issue number 1, but I got issue number 2. We're going to pick it up, see how it is, along with the second issue, and I'll make sure that I bring you guys a review on those. I'll probably just put both of the first 2 in a single review, just kind of make things a little bit easier for you all. Now, the next one I have here is Symbiote Spider-Man issue number 5. Now, this, I believe, is the last issue of these Symbiote Spider-Man stories. In case you guys haven't been keeping up with it, Peter David has basically, they're telling a story of when Spider-Man had basically gotten back after Secret Wars, an event that took place in Marvel Comics back in the 80s. And it's been a pretty good series so far. I have absolutely no complaints about the Symbiote Spider-Man series. The art in it has been great. The story's been pretty good. And again, no complaints whatsoever. The next one I have here is Kelly Thompson's Captain Marvel issue number, God, what are we on, 9 already? Issue number 9, and take a look at that cover. That's a pretty nice looking cover. And on this series, I'm an issue behind on this one as well. But you guys know that I'll go ahead and bring you guys some reviews on these last couple issues. The next one I have here is probably one of my favorites of the Spider-Man series, and that's Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man issue number 10. I've got to tell you guys, this is probably the most consistent of the Spider-Man series that have been going on between Nick Spencer's Amazing Spider-Man and Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I think he's writing the character just a little bit better, but I have enjoyed Nick Spencer's run as well. But this one has actually been a pretty good series. No real complaints about any of the Spider-Man stories that I've been reading. It's just, like I've talked about here on the channel, there has been an awful lot of them. The next one, as I was just saying, is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 27. Now, admittedly, once again, I am, I believe, 1 issue behind here on the Amazing Spider-Man series. Kind of some weird things been going on here. I'll be talking about some of those in a review that I'm going to be doing soon, and I'm not really for sure if it's something that's going to continue on, keep going, but some kind of weird things been going on there. And the next one I have in Marvel Comics, and this is the last of the Marvel Comics, is XFactor, and this is a reprint. It's a facsimile edition of XFactor. Gosh, what is it? from XFactor issue number 87. So looking forward to reading these. I haven't got into some of the facsimiles that I've had in the past, because some of them I've actually read before I had, you know, the other copies originally in the first place. Now moving on into my DC. You guys know I don't read a whole lot of DC here, but I have been pulling Hawkman, and this is Hawkman issue number 14. Number 14. And overall, I've got to say, I've liked the series so far. I started on issue number 10 and have been continuing to pull it since, at the suggestion of Comic Man Jake. If you guys don't follow Comic Man Jake here on YouTube, you guys should go check him out. He does some comic book reviews. He's been doing these movie equations, comic movie equations that have been pretty good as well. You should go check out his channel, you know, maybe subscribe and check out some of his videos and let him know what you think about him. Now moving into some of the independent books that I've picked up for the week. This one is a number 2. I've got to do a review of issue number 1, but this is Reaver issue number 2, and I've got to tell you guys, I really enjoyed Reaver issue number 1. I actually just got to read it this past Monday while my daughters and actually my kids were in karate class, because, you know, my son's in karate class now too. But I really did like issue number 1 of Reaver. It's kind of a medieval tale, but it's not exactly medieval, because there's some other things I think that are at play here. So I really did enjoy the first issue. I'll make sure I bring a review on that, and maybe on this one as well at the same time. Do a couple of issues at the same time, because, like I said, I'm a little behind here, guys. You guys know I've been busy. You guys know I do a lot, and you know, I'm sure you guys all understand. But again, Reaver issue number 2, definitely something you guys should check out. I really did enjoy the series so far. Now the last one in my comic book pull list, you know, I didn't intentionally save the best one for last, but, you know, then again, maybe I did, because that is Neon Future issue number 6. And you guys know, if you've been following me here on the channel, I absolutely love this series. I recently just dropped the review for issue number 5, I believe just a few days ago. It might have been just last week, and I'm telling you guys have to get out and read this book. Neon Future issue number 6 is right in your local comic book shop right now, sitting on the shelves, asking you, begging you to come and read it. Pick it up and read it. I'm telling you, they're doing a great job with this book. I have absolutely no complaints about one issue that they have done here. This is the 6th issue. They've greenlit 6 more issues with their hopes set on another 6 issues after that, totaling 18 issues. But I'm telling you guys, go out and pick up this issue. Check it out, and you know what? Maybe even write into Impact Theory Comics, IT Comics. Get on their Instagram, get on their Twitter, get on their YouTube. Get anywhere you have to get in contact with these people and let them know how much you guys enjoy this book if you end up liking it. Because, you know, what I would like to see, I would love to see Neon Future get to 100. I'd like to see the series get to 100 issues. That's something I would definitely love to see. You guys should definitely get out and support this. That's all I have for my comic book pull list today, but let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys have on your pull list, and what of these comic books would you like me to talk about more on the Trailer Park Live this Friday? In case you guys don't know, I do a live show every single Friday night called the Trailer Park Live, in which I go over some of the comic books that I pulled for the week, talk a little bit about those, and then I get into and talk about some topics that I have to discuss from throughout the week, and I get in there and you guys are all commenting and we get together and have a very good time. It's always a good time every single time you guys show up for that show. Thank you all so much for tuning into the 2nd Street Marvel today. If you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed. Click the little bell so you get notifications anytime I've uploaded new content. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you don't, give it a thumbs down. I honestly don't care, but it seems a little odd to me why you wouldn't like a comic book pull list. I mean, we're just talking about comic books here, right? But while you're at it, make sure you share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out here on the 2nd Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Happy reading. Get into your local comic book shop and support them, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.